Happy Aloha Thursday, everybody, and time for your weekly report. So today we're going to go over some of those hot areas of 2020, and we are going to look back at January of this year compared to January of last year, right before it all hit. So maybe it can help create an expectation for the rest of the year. There are a lot of things riding on how the real estate market and the nation, for that matter, wraps up the rest of the year. So let's get into it. The Honolulu Board of Realtors is reporting a median sales price increase of 14.7% from this January compared to last January. Now in 2020, though, these were the highest median sales areas. Let's take a look at them. So between January 2020 to December of 2020. In the lead is actually North Shore Haleiwa. And there are a couple locations on this graph that does show the North Shore being in that lead. A couple other ones that are in there is Kailua and Waimanalo. They're right next to each other. So that's kind of next up. Honolulu, that's very broad to say Honolulu because technically the whole island is the county. So I'm not exactly sure which zip code that one's counting because if you see, it's actually on here twice. Once in the 5th position and then once all the way second to the last position. Anyways, North Shore is a big hit along with the whole Ewa Plain. And ironically, Oahu was in there where all the Central Islanders at. Next up, so we're taking a look at 2021. Granted, this is a smaller data pool, so we got to take it with a little bit of grain of salt. Still in the lead is Haleiwa, and Kailua now bumped Laie out of there, and it is second in the lead, followed up with several other North Shore locations and Kaneohe. Ewa Beach is still a stronghold. The Honolulu Board of Realtors is reporting as Ewa and Kailua, along with another area, to be the top 3 for 2020. This time in 2021, Mililani and Aiea is making a showing on this chart too. And also look at that, second to last over here is Waianae. Now these are the top 15 locations on the island. All right, so as you guys know, the number of new listings in general across the nation have been down significantly. I know some weeks last year I was reporting almost a 40% decrease, and nationwide there have been multiple areas that have had a 40% decrease in the number of listings, which doesn't help for how many buyers are wanting to buy out there. There are several factors that are driving up that demand regardless of this minimal supply. What I did find interesting here is we went all the way back to 2000, and these are the number of new listings that have come onto the MLS since then. And you can see these fluctuations. And technically the Great Recession started in December of 2007, and that lasted through 2009. And we were already in a dip for new listings. Very interesting there. However, most of the time we stayed above the 10,000 mark. And even last year, as much as we have had a decrease of new listings, it still was above that 10,000 mark. If we were to look at 2019 compared to 2020, now there is a dip. That was about a 14% total decrease for the year over year. And then now comparing just January of 2020 to January of 2021, what we experienced, there is a 14.7% decrease in the number of new listings. I'm not sure necessarily what is preventing people from selling. I have some inklings. What do you guys think? How do you think that real estate is going to play out the rest of the year, especially as forbearances come to an end? I'm curious. Anyways, thanks for listening, and comment below if you have questions, if you want to converse, have a thought. Anyways, take care. Aloha.